Welcome to my channel BornToReddit. Am I the a-hole for asking mom's boyfriend to stop trying to parent me? Edit. The boyfriend doesn't live with us and doesn't pay rent or bills. Him and his daughters spend time here and pay only for their food, something I do as well. My dad died suddenly about a year ago, and my mom found this really nice guy that she's started seeing. I'm 23 male and going into my final year of college. My mom's boyfriend has two daughters ages 15 and 13. My mom has stepped in to be a mother figure to them, and the boyfriend has stepped into my extended family, becoming everyone's favorite uncle. And while I'm glad everyone else is comfortable, I'm not. He isn't a bad guy, I'm just still grieving my father, and it feels like he's trying to replace him. He tries to set rules for me, things like chores and curfew, that my dad specifically didn't, because he thought they were ridiculous for an adult. Boyfriend thinks it's only fair, because I have siblings now. I think it's ridiculous to have the same rules apply, because of our age differences. He's trying to get me to share my stuff with his kids. They aren't lacking for anything, but he thinks it's only fair because family. I live in the basement of my mom's house. I have since I was 15. When you come in the front door, there's a door to the basement and the stairs to go into the house. So it's pretty separate. So last night I was dinged for some friends and got home at 2 AM. I had nothing to do until 3 PM today, since classes aren't until next week and my new job starts in 2 weeks. So this has never been a big deal with my parents. I shot my mom a text and went to bed. Tonight though, man, boyfriend flipped. I got a lecture and sent to my room and possible loss of car privileges. I snapped and laid it out for him. I told him I'm leaving the city after I graduate. I told him I'm glad my mom found a new partner, but that I'm not and will not be looking for a new father figure, and he needs to respect that. I told him our relationship won't be father/son for some time, and that he needs to respect me as an adult, or that I won't want to have a relationship with him. He told my family and they think I'm the a-hole. Am I the a-hole? Not the a-hole, you're an adult, so the rules shouldn't be the same for you as they are for his teenage children. Your father recently died, and neither him or your mom should be trying to push the stepdad role onto you. I completely understand why you'd lose it like that. It's still too soon for him to be trying to take your father's position. He probably means no harm, but he has to understand given the circumstances and why you'd feel the way you do. Yeah, I've been doing my best to make it clear I accept him as a family member and have no hard feelings over the fact that he's dating my mother, but that and accepting him as a father figure are two different things that my family has struggles to grasp. Am I the a-hole? I told my mom to stop telling the barber how to cut my hair in a way she wanted it to look, and she got really mad. I told my mom to stop telling the barber how to cut my hair, and she got really mad. Am I the a-hole? I was getting my hair cut, and my mom started instructing the barber how she wanted my hair to look, and started showing him pictures of how she wanted my hair to look. I said to her to please stop telling the barber how to cut my hair, and started telling him how I actually wanted it to look. On the way home she started giving out to me about how embarrassed and angry she was, and how disrespectful I always am to her. To be honest, I was expecting this reaction from her, but I don't care, because I don't want the hairstyle that I would have if I hadn't spoken up. Thinking about it now, I'm wondering if I should have said it in a slightly nicer way, and that I'm in the wrong for embarrassing her. Am I the a-hole? Edit. I'm 14. Edit. I also normally go to the barbers on my own, but she just decided to come, it's time. Not the a-hole. You should have control over how you want your hair to look. Exactly. I don't understand why some parents are so controlling over their child's hair. It is literally a part of their child's body. This is one of the few things that should definitely allow their child to choose for themselves. Yeah, my mom, since I was 7, said, do whatever you want, even put colors in, and as long as it was accepted at school she did not care. If you're old enough to talk to the barber on your own, you're old enough to pick your own haircut. Not the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for telling my best friend that I'm not happy for her? I dated my ex-boyfriend for a few years and we broke it off a few months before COVID. We were both madly in love and I'm still not over him. My best friend knows this. A few months ago, she started getting distant from me, and it's super unusual for me because she needs me for everything. Like just a few things that I helped her do: find colleges, apply to colleges, help donate money for her college fund, help her build her resume, find her therapy, find her a job, and countless other things. I even paid for a lot of stuff for her, like going on trips and such. She didn't really do much for me and was somewhat of an emotional support because we'd always talk about her, but then I really didn't mind and didn't care what I did for her. She was my BFF, and you love her best friends. They're sisters. Last month, she broke and told me that the reason that she's so distant is because she's quarantining with my ex and they're a thing. Whatever hopes I had of getting back to my ex are squashed because I don't think I can get over him hooking up with my best friend. I'm super heartbroken, and I know that you don't own people, but that doesn't mean that you can't be upset about their betrayal. Yes, dating your best friend's ex that she still loves is a betrayal. She asked me if I was happy for her, WTF, because she finally got a good job and a nice boyfriend. That job she has is solely because of me, because I asked an old acquaintance to return a favor by hiring my best friend. He wanted to hire someone else, but I begged him to hire her. I know how people are sometimes hurt, but then they say, "But I'm truly happy for you." I honest to God don't think they mean it, and when I say I'm happy for someone, I want to mean it. I'm not happy for my friend. I just am not. I can't make myself be. I told her as such, and told her to stop contacting me. She's now blowing up my emails and DMs because she's so hurt by what I said to her. My dad said that I should have just kept this to myself, since I know my best friend is a sensitive person and is hurt. But what about me? Am I given a sensitivity pass because I've looked after my friend for so long? Do my feelings just stop mattering at some point? Edit. My conversation with my best friend went as followed. She called me with the news and said that she didn't know how to tell me, didn't apologize FYI, and then she followed it up with how she's finally doing well and doesn't have to rely on me for money since she has a nice job and also a nice boyfriend. I told her I was not happy for her. I reminded her that I got her the job. She knew and was fine with it, and that I've done so much for her over the years, and she thanks me by backstabbing me and getting with my ex. She knew that it would hurt me, and if she'd done it when I was well over him, or with my permission, I'd feel differently. Then, I told her to not contact me again, because clearly I'm her friend, but she was never my friend and I want to stick with people who are supportive toward me and reciprocate my friendship. Then, I ended the call. Not the a-hole. With literally billions of us here, it's pretty easy to not date the one person your best friend has feelings for. Not the a-hole to ask you that. She's either totally oblivious or actively attempting to hurt you. Either way, she got an honest answer, and it seems your friendship has run its course. As an aside, you seem to view your relationship with your BFF rather transactionally. Something to reflect on. If you had to vote for the most a-hole story from all three in this video to be president of a-holes, which one would you choose, and why? And don't forget, subscribe or I'll insert tiny little pieces of shattered glass directly into your pee hole.